Hi friends, welcome to WPO. Today I'm excited to bring you a new fountain pen review, and the pen that we'll be taking a look at is this one right here, the Jinhao 100, a pen that I found very cool. First of all, the Jinhao 100 is a demonstrator pen, which means the body is transparent and you can actually look at the ink within the body. But what really caught my eye about this pen is the skeleton body. To be honest with all of you, I just love skeleton fountain pens. So let's start by taking a closer look at the Jinhao 100. This fountain pen's body is made out of resin and is available in different colors, which again is a very cool feature from Jinhao because they're able to make their pens in different colors for different tastes. And what I feel makes this pen more special, on top of this transparent resin body comes a gold-plated metal skeleton. Now let's start by taking a look at the cap. It has a black and flat finial with the Jinhao logo resting on it. The clip is also gold-plated with the Jinhao name on it, and although it's kinda hard, you can still use it pretty well, which is different from others like the Jinhao X450, which is a lot tighter. The center band actually mixes with the skeleton shape and it has the word Jinhao in the front. Now the barrel is pretty straightforward and has a black finial with no decoration on it, and a trim ring where the whole skeleton body ends. The Jinhao 100 has a screw cap, and once unscrewed, you find first the threads on its resin body and a section that matches in color both finials of the fountain pen. Now this fountain pen brings the classic two-tone Jinhao nib and a plastic feed on the back. Once you unscrew the body, you found a pretty good looking ink converter. And now that we have seen this fountain pen up close, let's take a look at how it writes. Alright, and for this we'll use the Conklin bright red fountain pen ink. This is my first time trying this ink, so it's gonna be kind of like a double review right here. So we start by unscrewing up the cap, and then we unscrew the body. Here we go. Now we're gonna carefully place the nib inside the bottle, like so, carefully in. Alright, now we're gonna twist up the converter. It already comes the ink right in. I'm gonna push it back down and back in to make sure I get rid of the air bubbles, and that way we get more ink inside the converter. There we go. Now we're gonna clean up the excess ink from the nib so we don't make a mess over here. I do like how this color looks. I feel like the ink is gonna go perfectly with this fountain pen. Anyways, we screw the body back in, put the ink on the side, and we're gonna give this a spin. This is up. The Jin. Alright, so we can see that this fountain pen has some issues to start with when writing, so I'm gonna just shake it a little bit. Hopefully it's gonna fix the problem. Nope, still having some issues running. Alright, so we're gonna fast forward a little bit. What I did was I pushed the ink back out of the fountain pen and back in, this time leaving more air inside the converter so the ink can travel better. So I want to screw back the body and see how it does this time. Here we go. Alright, and that seems to have fixed the problem. Now it's writing smoothly. This is again the Jinhao Century 100, as I've seen it being called in some places. In others I see it as a Jinhao 100. Again, this is a skeleton fountain pen with a resin body. And this beautiful ink I'm using is the Conklin bright red. I do like how the ink looks. I do like how it matches the pen. And as you can see now, after I work a little bit on it, it's working perfectly. Not skipping anymore. It's not too wet, which of course I was expecting it not to be. I'm gonna risk it and right back. As you can see, I'm still being able to use it and not skip. Alright, so although we had some issues at the beginning with this fountain pen, you can see it ended up writing perfect. And there we go. This is the Jinhao 100 skeleton fountain pen. Alright, and really quick, I will tell you what I think about this fountain pen. I do like the concept of having a skeleton body on top of a demonstrator fountain pen. The cap does feel a lot heavier than the body, which I don't really see as an issue. For those wondering, the cap does post on this fountain pen, and although we had a minor issue when trying to write with it, once it was taken care of, the fountain pen kept working smoothly. And after this review, I will probably get this same fountain pen in some different colors just to play around with different inks, you know? Again, the Jinhao 100, which in some websites I saw being called the Jinhao Century 100, can be found on different websites like eBay or Amazon for about $15. So make sure to take a look at the description below for links where you can find this fountain pen. And that's it for me. I really hope you find this review helpful on your quest to find the perfect fountain pen. Everyone, have a great day.